No idea what happened, guys. I'm just going to blame the same technology gremlins that attack random mischief because I've never had this to happen. I wasn't touching the computer. Brenda wasn't touching the computer. And all I did was what I always do to exit out of a stream. I swiped up and closed the app. I'm like, what happened? And I look up and Brenda's like, oh, it's saying it's a wrap, which is what it says every time we end the live stream. It's insanity. Well, it's like earlier, I was having a lot of glitches getting the live stream set up. It's like I was telling Brenda, it took me about an hour to get everything set up, where usually it doesn't take that long. Right. Just constant glitches. And what makes it funnier is I forgot to plug in my laptop, so I'm going to have to go by the comments that's seen in StreamYard. So I'm not sure where the comments are coming from, but I will definitely see your comments and star them. Hopefully that answered what happened, because we don't know. It's weird.
The gremlins are out. It's a full moon, so we're blaming it on the gremlins. When I came in to sit down, I get the notice from Dina, hey, are you ready? And I come in, turn the computer on, and Wally here, I didn't even notice. I saw the little green light. I'm like, okay, we're good to go. And I get on and I get to the studio and I'm upside down. And I'm like upside down. And that's when I looked at Wally, and the green light was on top. So even Wally was upside down. And I'm like, I don't know how he got like that.
Right. And that is a legitimate possibility. Thank you for your concern, because it was funny what I did today. I hadn't finished my cup of coffee, and I'm like, okay, I want one of those little Baby Bell cheeses to snack on while I'm finishing my coffee. I love those. What did I do? I slipped and hit my shoulder on the refrigerator door. I'm trying to get cheese out of the refrigerator, so I'm just super clumsy.
Not fun.
No, I think my shoulder's bruised.
Although I'm probably tempting fate saying this, but I have not tripped or stumbled in a very long time.
Hey, that's good, because I remember what happened to your ankle. That was horrible.
Yes.
Ooh.
That was not really tripping. That was missing 2 steps.
Right.
I pay attention to where I'm going now.
It doesn't help. Paying attention for me does not help. It's the amount of coffee I've had before my attention even activates.
Sometimes it does not. Like, it just, I'm just any more super careful. If I see anything wet, especially outside, I'm like, oh no, it's black ice. Be careful.
Right.
Because I did almost slip on black ice 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
We're not used to it being cold. So when we do a water change or something in the tank, and we're just doing it with the buckets instead of the hose, we just take the bucket out the back and throw the water in the parking lot out back where the cars are, but like not on the cars, but.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a water change where we did use the hose. So like everywhere back there where the cars are was all wet because all the water went out.
No.
In the amount of in 1 day's time, a few hours, as a matter of fact, because like within 3, we leave here at 4:00. Yeah, I went to get in my car and I almost slipped. I caught myself though, but I thought it was just wet, but it wasn't wet. It was black ice because the ice had frozen. The water had frozen that fast. Yeah, it was one of the very cold days.
Oh, see, I'm lucky living in Florida. I've seen black ice once, but it wasn't like it wasn't like what you guys have, because Mom laughed and went, no, that's not black ice. And I'm like, I didn't see it, so I'm counting it, because Mom pointed out what it was to me. Because she's like, don't step here, you're slide down. I'm like, is that the black ice? She's like, no, not really, not compared to Maryland black ice or Tennessee black ice. No, that's really not, but it counts for Florida.
Yeah, black ice is not fun.
Yeah, I'm going in and making sure that Father Fish's monetization's on, because it usually takes a while to set these up, but it happens sporadically. We don't even know how the life frame is.
Yes, Kristen, I agree with you.
What? Oh, the no ice. Yes. See, I wish I could see snow. I have never seen it like inches and inches of snow and actually build like a huge snowman. That would be
Well,
awesome.
if it happens, I will make sure I record it for you.
Oh yeah, you got to send me pictures and you got to record it. Yes, it's like how you recorded it snowing and those snowflakes was so big that when you paused it, it was last year that you could actually see the shape of the snowflake. See, we only get flurries, so
we only get flurries.
we've only had flurries a couple of times. It's like I remember when I was like 4, we had flurries, and I just knew it was snow, and they let me think it was snow until I was in my 20s, and they're like, "No, you haven't seen snow. We're sorry."
I think it was one day last week. I want to say one day last week. I got up. Now, mind you, I get up early.
Yeah, you do.
Well, my alarm is set for either 5:15 or 5:30, and that gives me enough time to feed all the tanks that I have at home and get dressed and take Bella out before I leave for the day. I go outside to take Bella out, and the grass is green, like brown, green for this time of year. But on the car and on the road was a very thin layer of snow. And when I came back inside, my son's standing there with his phone. He goes, "Is it still snowing?" And I went, and he startled me because it was dark. I was like, "No, it's not doing anything like now." I was like, "But there is a thin layer of snow on the road and on the car, but not on the grass." I don't know why. Usually the grass is the first thing to get snow, but yeah, no. And then it was gone, like within hours, it was gone. And poor Bryce, he got here, I think about 9 o'clock that morning. And he was like, "Did it snow last night?" I was like, "Yeah, well, I don't know if you really want to call it snow, but yeah, okay." It's enough on the car, but like the windshield wiper just kind of like brushed it off. So it was real light. So it wasn't anything to that.
So the only snow I've seen, I can still remember it. Even though I was 4, I could remember it because it never snows in Florida hardly.
Right.
I mean, and it never snows here. Like it did snow in Florida last year. Did I get to see the snow? No. A good thing is my nephew got to see it. He lives 2 hours away. He got to see it. It's awesome.
All you had to do is drive 2 hours to the north and you would have seen it too.
Right. But whenever it snows in Florida, they put an advisory up that if you do not know how to drive in snow, stay home. I've never driven in snow. I have no idea. Dane hasn't either. The only one that knows how to drive in snow is Mom.
It's a requirement here. Like my youngest, when she went to do her driver's license, look, they have changed so much. That's another thing. The schools have changed so much. When I went to school, we had driver's ed as part of school. So it was after school hours, but it was through the school. Like you had a teacher that drove with you and all that. And when she became of age to get her license, she had to go to a driving school, and she had to pay for the driving school and all that. And she was like, "What's the best time of year to do this? Because I want to." She got her car, and she bought her very first car. She had her car before she got her license. Because she wanted to be able to drive her car as soon as she got her license. So she took her test in her own car. That was really cool.
That's awesome.
Right. I was so proud. I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh, I bet.
But it was, "What is the best time of year to do this?" And I'm like, "In the winter." She was like, "But it snows." Exactly. If you can drive in the snow, you're good. You can drive in anything.
I bet.
At night, you adjust like the lights flashing in your eyes and all, but if you can drive when it's raining or snowing, or if there's snow and ice on the road, and you're just learning how to do it, but you can do that, you're good. you're good.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna ace that test. Don't worry about parallel parking. You're good.
Right.
Turn into the skid. I have only skidded once. Believe it or not, I've only skidded once.
Wow.
That was after my husband. He was at work and was in a truck accident. So I had to take his pickup truck, which was at work, and drive it home. So my son drove my car and I drove his truck. And I was pulling off the highway onto the road that we live on, and it snowed, ice everywhere. And when I went to make that turn, it kind of like did a small skid. But yeah, you go into the skid and then it kind of straightens up. So as long as you remember that, don't freak out. Stay calm, don't freak out, you're good.
Hey, that's good to know. Yeah, I've never tried driving on ice. Like the second they say there's ice on the roads, I'm like, okay, it's time to just stay inside. I'm not going outside today.
I know, that's why they say no brakes, they won't work anyways. They won't. So you just have to slow down. And if you have a heavy foot and like to speed, don't know who does that.
That was good.
That's Megan. Hey, Megan, keep your foot off the gas. I was only speaking to catch up with her.
Right? Oh, it looks like we got Cassie Vickers. Hi.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you loud and clear.
So I had some questions and I was asking the Discord and then I noticed that you guys are live. So I was like, I might as well just pop in real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
So this is my 29. I've had it for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about adding some more fish to it. But I wanted like either Bolivians or German blues, Rams, but I have kind of high pH, so I don't know. What do you guys think?
You need more plants?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. The first step that I would do is I would get it more heavily planted. I've never kept the blue rams. That would be definitely a question for Father Fish, probably. Have you kept them, Brenda?
Yeah, we do have blue rams here. We have, let's see, it's a 40-gallon. We have blue rams, buffalo head, carbenzas, and there's a little tiny one in there. I think he said it was a type of rice fish. And they were all in that tank. But again, it was very heavily planted. We had a lot of corkscrew in there. We go back and forth between the jungle bow and the corkscrew.
Okay.
So, yeah, that with them, we had a lot of corkscrew in there. So there was lots of places for them to hide, along with the little pleco caves and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely something that I'm trying to work on. I added the crypts here and some water wisteria and some pearlweed. Oh, this is all within like the last couple of weeks, so they're doing okay.
Really fast, you could always add hornwort, but it can be overwhelming when you add hornwort, because that's one of my favorite things to add to new tanks and old tanks. If they're having problems with growing plants, I throw hornwort in there. It will literally live anywhere just about. But
yeah, I have a little bit, but I move it around a lot, so it's only like, can you see it?
Yeah, I see a little bit up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I move it around a lot, and I take it out a lot, and I have duckweed as well. So,
if you want to really take off the hornwort, you can get these off of Amazon. These little metal pieces. They're like some type of little plant weights. You can just wrap it around it and sink it, and the roots will grow right into it. Or you could just plant it in the sand. I like to do that when plants that I want to move, because I sometimes like to move my plants around too.
Oh, I didn't even know they could grow roots. I thought they were just floaters.
Oh yeah, they can grow roots.
Oh yeah, I'll put them in the soil then. That'd be cool.
but you could do microsword,
Mhm.
dwarf sage,
Mm-hmm.
sage, jungle bow, corkscrew, and
Mm-hmm.
just like fill all that in.
Okay. So do you guys? So my pH is pretty high. I think I just tested my ppm. It was like 360 something. Is it too high for? Because I heard that the blues need like kind of softer water, like 6.
What's your pH at?
I think it's at like a 8 or a 7.5. It's pretty high.
Yeah, you got the same pH I do. I haven't tried keeping blue rams, but do you happen to know what the pH is at the shop, Brenda?
We don't test that. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't tested it since Father Fish told me to throw away my test strips and not worry about it, to add more plants, and that it would be fine. Since he told me that, I don't use them either. I just know
I
I used to test.
Yeah, I don't really test my water parameters like that either. Normally, like the most I do is top up the tank. I haven't done a water change or anything. I just add more plants mainly, or remove duckweed.
How high is your pH?
It's like 8.75. The last time I tested it, which was like 2 weeks ago, when I was adding a bunch of plants. I added anubias, some red root floaters, crypts, and water wisteria, and
nice.
pearlweed.
Well, hopefully Christian B has the answer on that, because he has to adjust his up instead of down. So
Okay.
because he's got really soft water.
Yeah.
It'll take a minute on our end before an answer will come back, because we've got, I think, about a minute delay on there.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it is. What I would say is just add plants, lots of plants. Lots.
Okay. Any recommendations? I heard a sword. Sagittarius
Okay.
Okay.
Really nice. And it'll spread all over the tank, which is really nice too.
That's great, because I have other tanks to fill up. So I bought 255s recently, and I wanted to do like some South American cichlids, like either German blues or Bolivians in them, and some like other smaller like cardinals probably. So I've been moving around a lot of plants from in here. So like the jungle val in the back, I took out like one of them or two of them. A lot of my plants I just gave to my friend too. It was a little bit fuller. Like one of the bigger crypts that was over here. Some water wisteria, some wassertang, some other stuff. Hornwort.
Well, Polar Bear says that his tank is 8.3 and I have perfect water. Then Christian B says 7.5 or less is best. They breed at lower pH, but will survive in 7.5.
And that's for right.
That's for me.
So you think I could lower it with leaves? I add leaves all the time. Or I don't know. Should I just not worry about them and figure out something else?
Plants. Lots of plants.
Plants? Okay. That's good. That's good news for me, because I love adding plants. Say that again?
What size is your tank?
29. 29 gallons.
Yeah, we're waiting for comments to come in, because we don't ever mess with the pH of our water. Me, it's like my main thing that I like to keep is guppies, coolie loaches, rice fish, and bettas. So they don't really care about the pH much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think adding more plants would be definitely the first step.
Okay.
Yeah, the tank that we had lambs in was full of, like I said, at one point it was jungle val, and it got so stuffed with jungle val, we had to redo the tank and pull the jungle val out, and then we put corkscrew in there, which is a little bit smaller, like thinner. But it was enough, if you fill the tank, then you're good. So the fish had plenty of places to hide, and it takes care of the water on its own.
Yeah. What do you do to get your plants to grow more?
Lights.
I have a pretty big light. Maybe I could get a stronger one. I don't know. Sometimes the duckweed blocks a lot of the light. So maybe if I remove the duckweed.
Yeah, removing the duckweed will help a lot because that's the problem I'm battling now is I'm constantly removing duckweed. I finally beat it in one tank.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question about how to lower the pH, Christian B says do top-offs with RO water or rainwater would help.
Okay. So I was thinking about getting a little RO system. Maybe I'll get like a countertop one or something.
That could definitely work.
Yeah.
That'll work. How many inches is the substrate? And having lots of sand is helpful for beneficial bacteria to grow.
Oh,
so the substrate is pretty deep. Maybe like 3 inches is pretty deep. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Sand, or do you have a base layer of soil under there?
So there's it's like 1/3 sand, 2/3. No, 2/3 sand, 1/3 soil.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of mulm build up because it's 2 years old. So over the sand is pretty mulmy, depending on where the leaves settle.
Too.
Yeah.
That's a great place for live food to be able to hide and fry.
Yeah, I was doing the res jars when I first started out. I went to like a local creek and I just added a bunch of leaves from the bottom of the riverbed, and there was I remember I added fish because there was planaria in here, and so they were I think they were killing my shrimp and my snails, so I added like 2 endlers, a molly, and a swordtail to get the planaria. And then the planaria got wiped out. But then the endlers and the mollies weren't getting along, so I moved the endlers to my 10-gallon. So now it's just a molly and a swordtail in here. But they don't come out as much now that the endlers are gone because they're nervous.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think once you add more plants in there, use either RO water or rainwater to lower the pH. You won't have any worries.
Okay.
But I think really the plants do so much for the water quality and for balancing everything because they take up a lot of nutrients.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. So corkscrews, dwarf sag. I always wanted dwarf sag. So I want to get some of that.
Oh, I love dwarf sag. Brenda told me how to get it to carpet the whole bottom of the tank, and I've got one tank that is nothing but dwarf sag because it looks like a little jungle.
Oh, that sounds cool. I have a 40-gallon in my basement that needs plants a lot more. So if I get dwarf sag, I'll get some for down there and some for up here.
One of the great things about dwarf sag is once you buy it and once it starts reproducing and throwing runners, you never run out again. I learned that really quick.
That's good. That's good. Infinite plants is the best, and you can just spread them around.
With that, you want stem plants. They grow really fast, and you can, when they reach the top where the water is, if you don't want them growing out of the tank, where the leaves come off, you can snip that because roots will come out of there. So if you snip it right below where the leaves come, then you can replant it. And that way.
This tank it doesn't have a heater, so it's whatever my room is. Do you have any like cooler stem plants that can handle like cooler temps? This right now it's at 70-ish. 70, 69.
That's good. Most of our plant tubs don't have heaters in them.
Okay.
The ones that have heaters in them are ones that have the fish in them that need the heat.
Right. I heard rams need it pretty hot, so if I do add them here, the tank temp is probably gonna have to raise like 15 degrees. But it does get pretty hot in the summer in my room because it's not very well insulated. So
I know how that goes.
Yeah. Like it'll be like mid 80s in this tank in the summer, and then as the winter comes along, it'll go back down to 70, 60, high 60s.
Yeah, you definitely would want a heater for the rams. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually Christian B gives us the exact temperature. Rams would need to be kept at 84 degrees.
So
yeah,
yeah.
you definitely need a heater.
So for sure, all right. So for sure, get a heater, and for sure, get more plants if I want rams.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. And then
if
more
you're worried
stem
about
plants.
the pH, and if you're still worried about the pH, just either add RO water or add rainwater.
Okay. Well, currently, I'm from Michigan, so it's not raining, but RO water is definitely something.
Go outside and grab some snow.
Oh, can I just melt snow?
I don't know. I was only joking.
Oh, okay.
I would think, I mean, it's the same as rainwater, right? It's just frozen.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, technically.
So you would have, there's your water. You would just, warm it up before you put it in the tank.
Right. Just get a 5-gallon bucket full of it and just let it sit. I could test it out and see how high it is.
It would make sense that it would work. I mean, it's technically just snow is just frozen rain, so in theory it should. Especially if you just laid out a bucket where it could catch it. I don't know about taking it off the ground because so many places have pesticides, so that might be a bad idea. But if you have a clean bucket, you could just leave it out there and collect the snow in it.
Yeah, that's true. I got a lot of buckets, so I could do that. You think, a question about the hornwort, you think I could put it in the lava rock pile and it would root, or you think I need the weights?
Well, actually, I've used lava rocks before to hold it down, and it did fine. Now, it takes a while for it to root because it does like to float more, but I've gotten it to root before.
Okay. Well, I'll try that.
That would help.
I'll try that. All right. I think
I'll help you out with it. And make sure to keep us updated on your tank.
Okay, I'll come back sometime in the near future.
Oh, definitely. And hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully.
Yeah, it was. It was. I really appreciate the information.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. And I actually have got it to root. Everybody said it couldn't root. I actually made a little stack, had part of it sticking up, made a little stack with the lava rocks, was one way I got it to root. And then another way, which to me is just easier, is these. I did it up at the top and just let it set with part of it. I didn't put it really in the sand. I mean, I started covering it with some sand, but not like shoving it down in there. And for me, it rooted. I pulled it up and there was roots. I think it's just something that's finicky to root and it takes forever to root. But if you got this weight on it, it'll look like it's rooted anyway. Let's see what else. Now, I haven't noticed the decaying plant matter in the tank raising the temperature. I haven't had that to happen. Let's see. Oh, hi, Maury Oliver. Thanks for tuning in.
I missed that one.
Yeah, and I'm not sure on this one. So if it's a question, please ask it again because it may have cut it off. Because we've been having a lot of technical difficulties tonight. It's like the last stream just shut down out of nowhere.
Right. It's the gremlins.
Right? The gremlins from Random Mischief have carried over.
Yes. They followed us.
Right? Yeah. It's just everything electronic today has been in rebellion. Now, that's a good question. What about distilled water? I know for my Oompa Oola shrimp, they're a brackish water shrimp. They're very sensitive to different minerals. I use distilled water for them. It's just a little small 2-gallon container, so it's not a big deal. I don't know what you do with a larger tank doing that unless you had like a water distiller. But I know it works for Oompa Oolas.
It didn't hurt the guppies. I go back between my tap water when I do top offs. I go between distilled water and my tap water And I haven't had any problems with either one.
Hey, that's awesome.
Because they're also
those.
so.
I said that's good to know that it works for guppies too, because I wasn't sure if it was just how sensitive they can be. Because once the colony's set up of those shrimp, they're bulletproof once you set it up.
Right.
But getting it set up, brackish water is definitely harder than fresh water. Getting all the parameters right on that. If you add too much salt, then it's salt water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Victor C. It's nice to see you on the first live stream of the year.
Is it still the first, or is it technically the second?
You know, we did it. Didn't we do it? I thought this was the first one.
It is.
It is? Okay. I was just making sure because I'm like, what, didn't we do one on Christmas Eve? Or Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve.
Did it.
Right?
We'll
just blame the ground. Right?
Hey, that's not very nice. Real big granddaughter blames everything on 67. At least it's not 69, so no.
There's this thing the kids are doing, Brenda, and it's called a brain rot trend. And they literally sit there and they go 6, 7, 6, 7. It's a new way of annoying all the adults.
Oh, is that what she's talking about?
Yes, because that's what they do. And I found out because I got on TikTok and there was this kid rocking back and forth. I'm wondering if the kid's okay because it's on a live. And he's going 6, 7, 6, 7. And then come to find out, you know, somebody explained it to me. I'm like, oh. Can I add ick X and salt to kill ick faster? The best way to kill ick is to turn your temperature up. That way you don't use any chemicals.
Crank it up for a week.
Yes. And isn't it 86, 87?
87.
Yeah, 87.
86, 87, 87's best. Leave it up there for 4 days, 5 days, and then slowly bring it back down. Yeah,
once you see all the specks gone, because you definitely want to make sure all the specks are gone. But yeah, I've tried it. This tank got an ick outbreak last year, and it took me a little bit longer because I had so many fish in there. And some of them are very small endlers, so making sure that there's no white dots on them can be a nightmare. But yeah, it took me about a week and a half. And yeah. Dina just had a gremlin moment, always. I might as well just say I'm a gremlin.
Are they following their leader? Come on now.
Right?
You're commanding all the gremlins to interfere, right?
That's something we're going to have to run with on Wednesday night on Random Mischief. I've got ideas. I'll talk to you later after the stream. It's going to be hilarious. See, I have a 5-gallon tank that I've recently started. I have 9 shrimp, 3 guppies, 2 mollies, and 1 big snail, 1 small snail, and many plants. Are there any suggestions to improve the water?
That's a lot of 5 gallons.
Adding more plants is the best way to improve the water because they will take everything bad out of the water column.
What kind of plants do you have?
Yeah.
Like, are they stem plants? Like, what exactly plants do you have? Stem plants will help clarify the water faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they will. And I don't recommend using duckweed. I recommend using something like water lettuce or another floating plant instead of duckweed, but floating plants will take it up really fast too.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's so annoying, but she will never know that. I just laugh and agree. OMG. They don't know what they say when you say 6, 7 back to them. I secretly won their game. That's awesome, Mary. Yeah, thankfully, none of the kids I know have been running around doing this. So when I saw it on TikTok, it cracked my brain. I'm like, why are the kids doing this? What? Are they okay?
Just come back with 13.
Give them random numbers, yes.
6 plus 7 is 13. Just come back with 13.
Do you know how bad that would crack their brains? I'm going to have to do that on a live stream. The next time my TikTok feed shows up one of those, I'm just going to type in 13 and see if anybody gets it.
Oh, we need to talk about this math thing. We'll have to do that Wednesday night.
We're going to have to do that Wednesday night. Yes, because yes.
Going down this rabbit hole about this math because I do. That hurt my brain.
I told Brenda after the last live stream we did about how one of my nieces, whenever she was in school, she wanted me to help her with a math problem. Well, somehow the 2 plus 2 equaled 5, according to the teacher. And I'm like, no, there's 2 here. There's 2 here. No. But we'll explain that Wednesday night.
We will go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
I have an update on that one. I talked to Bryce and Matthew about that, and they both just started laughing because, again,
I can't wait to hear after the stream. I can't wait to hear that because that's going to be hilarious. Let's see what Native Lucifer has. 2 different kinds of floating plants, 2 different stem plants, and 4 other plants. I don't know the name. Sorry. Well, a lot of it's going to be the quantity. Because like with my tanks, if they had any type of problems, I would load the whole. Now I load the whole top down with water lettuce, and then I just pull it out. But I've got where I grow it in my backyard. So.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lot of it. It sounds like the whole thing is covered with floating plants.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably have a little bit too much floating plants. That's gonna overshadow any other plants you have. As far as the 4. It could be anything. If it's crypt, sword, sag. What was the original question on this? Is there too many plants?
Or not? I can't remember. I should have left it stored where we could find it.
So you have 6 rooted plants in a 5-gallon. I would have more plants.
Yeah, if you'd like, you're welcome to click the link. Sadly, it's not pinned because we are having technical difficulties and it won't let us. But you're welcome to come up and show us the tank if you'd like.
Yes, please come up. I'd love to
I've
see
got
it.
the link posted.
Mary says can't because they 6-7 you back and continue.
Oh,
it doesn't say 13. But they 6-7 them back. I don't know. Is that like
I guess. I don't know.
I don't get that.
Let's see.
Maybe, but there is actually videos out that show you. They start with that equation, 2 plus 2 equal 5, and then they go through this whole scenario and they write it all out, and to them it's making sense, and to me it's cracking my brain because I don't know where the 25 comes from. And
or the 20.
By the time they end it, it shows that 4 equals 5.
It's crazy.
And like every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, where did the zeros come from?
Right.
And where did the 25 come from? And where are all those 5s? Where they, again, rabbit hole. See, well, even Wally's
gremlins are getting you again, Brenda. Wally's attacking.
She's doing Bella. Wally's turning orange. He's like, you're cracking my brain.
Right. Let's see what we got here. See, I did frugal substrate with deep sand cap, but my plants seem to be slowly dying when wilting. It is possible the sand is too deep. Should I just focus on floating plants instead now?
You probably have them pushed down too far, and if you have them down into the dirt, mm-hmm. it will burn the roots.
Yeah.
So the dirt substrate you have, I mean, even though it's flugel, the substrate dirt part If you have the plants all the way down into that, it's going to burn the roots.
Makes sense. Oh, it looks like we got somebody ready to come up. Frank. Hey, Frank.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, cool. I think I messed up something.
Oh, no.
Oh. No. I'm just tripping on the camera. It's showing me. Yeah, got it. Okay, so this is my tiny tank with a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
I've done tanks before, so I'm not a noob, but I like hearing opinion, or I like hearing more about stuff.
Well, I would definitely recommend to get a stronger light, because I used to have that same light and I had a lot of problems growing plants. You can get one that'll fit a small tank for like $13. It's full spectrum on Amazon. I just ordered one. That will be a game changer for growing the plants.
Top off
Got
your water.
it.
Add more water. You want to bring that all the way up to where that black strip is, the bottom part of that black strip. So bring your water up to that. The leaf there, is that frog bit?
I don't know. So I'm in Mexico right now, and I don't really speak Spanish. So when they tell me the names of the plants and stuff, I'm lost in translation.
Oh, that's understandable.
Ask for dwarf sag. It's Sagittarius.
Yeah, it'll carpet that really easily.
It'll fill all that in.
You said dwarf sag?
Dwarf sag.
Yeah, it's also called dwarf Sagittarius.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the dwarf states it will grow, but it'll stay small and it will carpet your tank.
Yeah, it's definitely carpeted one of my tanks really nicely.
Yeah.
It takes it about 6 months to fully carpet it, but once it gets started, it's amazing to watch.
And maybe some more stem plants like baby tears. Baby tears or lodelia will also fill in but stay small.
Got it.
Baby tears will stay small. Lodelia will get, it'll help fill in.
I don't know if I should put this plant into the substrate.
Where the roots are? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, push the roots down into the sand.
Got it.
And Mary,
Yeah, there's
if you have jumpers is why the water level is so
low. No, I just recently did a little baby water change, and then I added the floaters in today.
We got some beautiful fish in there.
Yeah, they were kind of it sounds bad, but they were kind of a test to see if the tank could have fish in it. So, they're doing all right though. Yeah. I've had problems with shrimp, and I don't know if only one died, because I got 10, and then one died.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's all good. It's part of how things go.
Oh, it is, especially with shrimp.
But the water temperature, I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I have it pretty high, but not I don't think it's in the 80s, but high 70s.
Well, it looks like you've got guppies in there. I always keep mine around 75, sometimes 80, but it kind of the lower temperature would get them to live a little bit longer, but you definitely don't want it to get too low.
Yeah. I think I have like an oxygen problem. Like sometimes it looks like the fish are like chilling at the top, like they're struggling.
Do you have a
Yeah,
filter?
No, this is like no filter.
yeah, you definitely want to either add a lot of plants or add like a little sponge filter, and
Gotcha.
that'll help oxygenate the water and help keep the tank clean too.
Yeah.
I might just go the plant route. I know that there's like a plant in the back you can't really see because there's like a big leafy guy.
Yeah. And Strange Hallucinations said add a little bubbler, and that's really good. Yeah, a bubbler will
A
help too.
bubbler.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that.
Move the water around, but a small filter will help oxygenate the water. It'll help keep it clean, where a bubbler will just move it around.
Oh, and then another thing that I've been kind of experimenting with is I haven't fed these fish, and they've been in here for a couple days now. And they seem to be all right. But like, I'm just thinking of having them like once a week go without food for like maybe 2 or 3 days and then feed them, but not like overfeeding, just a little bit.
Well, the way I do it is usually when I go live that night is when I feed them. So I go live twice a week. So that's whenever I feed my fish. I feed them on Sundays and Wednesdays. Every now
Gotcha.
and then, if I see them like getting egged up, I'll increase the feeding, just to help the babies thrive.
And then my substrate, I have like dirt and then gravel, and then top it off with a bunch of sand or a little bit of sand.
It's a deep substrate. I like that it's deep.
Yeah. That's been the most successful when I've had tanks, because I've had a tank as big as like 75 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't anymore, but when I did it, I always made sure to like go father fish style with the substrate.
Oh yeah.
I have my grandpa has seen a couple of his like videos and stuff, so we like talk about it because he's got a pond
Oh, cool.
and it never had substrate in it until I put some, and it's been like way clearer ever since. Yeah, but I think that's about it for me. Thank you guys. I'll probably top off the water, and yeah.
And anytime you have any questions, if we're not live, feel free to go over to the Fatherfish Discord show because there's a lot of knowledgeable people on there.
Gotcha. Thank you guys. I don't know your names, but thank y'all.
I'm Dina, and this is Brenda. It's nice to meet you, Frank.
Nice to meet you, Dana and Brenda. All right.
Bye.
Thanks for coming out.
I just realized it's 8:16.
That's what I was just getting ready to tell you the same thing. Look, it's actually after 8.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be live again on Wednesday. Eventually, we're going to hopefully have it set up where it'll also stream to Brenda's channel. Hopefully, we're working on that. But you see how we have problems with those technology gremlins. So hopefully, we'll see you guys on Wednesday too. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but during that, you're welcome to show your tanks, your pets, your fish, your hobbies, anything you want to do. Come hang out with us.
You never know what we're going to talk about.
That's why it's called Random Mischief.
And we
Let
can
me
go
get the
down.
song back. It deleted the song.
Deleted.
So let me find it again because it was down there. There we go. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.